What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Testing, testing. 1 3. Testing, testing. 1 3. Wagwan, wagwan. Wagwan, wagwan. All right. Sound up and running. Just that test that you see wagwan. Up and running. Big up on yourself. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, my people. Thanks for tuning in to another weekend triple treat. Wagwan. Come like I've not been here for a minute. You understand? Chan was star. It feels like a minute, people. Yo, me just take a look at them call it a hiatus break. You understand? So, how everybody doing? Big up on yourself, people. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You understand? Big up on yourself. This is Coach's Desk. This is the weekend triple treat night one. You understand? Yeah, man. This show will always have this name. Even when we have one show for the weekend, a triple treat. You get what I say? Yeah, man. If we have two shows, I still triple treat. And when we have three, I still triple treat. If we have four, I still triple treat. You get what I say? Yeah, man. Big up Fresh God in the building. Big up Dre Fortis. You understand? Dre Fortis, so I go on. Everything mucho. Big up on yourself, man. All right. So we'll be right back, people. Just want to play the intro for y'all so that you know what's happening. You know, so we are the best around here.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Yeah, man, we are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. So, people, first and foremost, if you have products, if you have any advertisement that you want to do, you get what I say. If you want to highlight the product, if you want to push your product out there more, just give me a message, give me a call, and we work something out and we sort it out for you. Just make your video ready, and we just drop the video up on the show. You get what I say? Yeah, man. Gavin, what go on, brother? Chano. Hey, a long time, man. You know. Big up yourself, man. We have got link up, bro. Big up yourself. What go on over there in the London? Yo, Rob Smith, what go on? Yo, YouTube, send out me notification and stop play the thing in the YouTube. Me don't understand YouTube, YouTube a move dilly-dally type of way, YouTube, send out the notification. Big up the people on Facebook. Yeah, man, I don't know. We're here again. We have some topics we want to talk, but we have some discussion we want to get into. You understand? HSM, big up yourself. Let me check the phone, because I see phone line up and everything, Man, them say me not on a desk, but then can't see, them just assume. So we're not on a desk, but me not call nobody name and say Rob Smith. Yeah, see, all right. See, Facebook just send out the notification. Me can't understand where YouTube are going with. Big up Facebook. You understand? Big up to Facebook. Facebook send out the notification. YouTube, your turn. Your turn, YouTube. Okay, them send it out. Sometimes I have to boot them up for them send out the notification. I don't know who them are going on. YouTube now play with the Coach's Desk TV, And I say we are the best around here enough, YouTube. What you going with? Big up my people in the comment section, man. God bless you. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. You don't know, Remember, sir, Black History Month, God bless. So we are gonna keep it black. You might see some look shade a other color, but a straight black we are gonna deal with for that month. We have a, we're proud of our heritage, you understand? But guess what, people? We have the merch out, I'm going to make sure I lead by example, you know. See it there? Make sure someone see it. See it there, people. Look what I go on. Wanna see it? Wanna see what I go on? Tyrone Williams, big up yourself. Yeah, man, I merch this, man. I'm gonna get the merch, people. Support the thing. Nice material. You get what me I say? Wanna go get the merch, people. You get what me I say? We are support, we own a thing, you know. So we want uno support it too. You get what me I say? Me not sell no merch, I not have none for sure, uno. Pan spot. You see me I say? So guess what? See it there. Yeah, man, we have a merch, man. Merch there, man. What not chat say. So, Rob Smith, Tyrone, Jew Fortis, God bless. Garvin, wanna get the merch, man. HSM Mall, big up on yourself. Get the merch, support the thing. Yeah, man, we try a new logo and the people them say them like it. It's a shot. See me I say, fresh gotta say hot. Fire. So, want the man them support the merch, you understand? Tuffy Rudy, big up yourself, you know. Tuffy Rudy, remember say you can't, you see that one at Tuffy Rudy? A medium me get, you know. And it fit like medium. So guess what? You can buy your correct size Tuffy Rudy in the merch. And if you don't get the correct size, you don't know you can give it to your son and just get the next one, the size up. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, a black bad virgin. I'm telling you, you know, gold palm black, you know, man. I think a joke thing. Yo, me love the logo on the black, brother. I don't know, so we can't left out Adidas, you know. See it there? Yeah, man. Hey, Adidas need to start run some merch too, you know. See it there? Probably me need to take off his shirt and show no what go on. But the best way to advertise it, I put it on. No, that's why I put it on, but thing I hide, man. I'm gonna catch up your mic, yeah, so. See it there? Yeah, man, I'm gonna get the merch, people. Yo, the thing nice, brother. I'm telling you. Tycoon, big up yourself. Actually, what go on? Pep and Ireland in a problem, or are just rumors? Are just rumors? Yeah, man, don't get the merch, people. You understand? The new merch, then there. If you go and you see the old one, just search, see where the new one, there. You get what I say? Yeah, man. It a shot, man. It a shot. So I don't know. Listen, people, we gonna have some giveaway to you know, man. We gonna have some giveaway a merch to you know. What do you say? March Madness coming up. Where Reggae Boyz are gonna take on the US. Yo, down at Texas. Wild West. That me see in the media, actually. But like Pepper say, yo, nothing no go say, you know. All rumors, you know. People them a push up them head and attack some foolishness. Yeah, man. So I hope everybody have a good week, you know. Wanna say Reggae Boyz U20. Go on with that thing. Mackenzie with the brilliant goal. I wanna say go with score. I wanna say the team are go on. Football are go on good or not. Talk to it, people. Talk to it. Listen, hey, YouTube, send out the notification and stop playing me. Hey, YouTube, put me in an algorithm in a YouTube and stop playing the thing, you know. Yeah, man, stop playing the thing, man. Stop playing with the thing, YouTube. You understand? People, send hey, share the live no man, share the live. YouTube walk on. Facebook send out the notification, you know. Say people them aware what go on. Tomorrow, Kino, tomorrow we are gonna deal with it, you know. Hey, me make sure I do everything from this evening, you know, because guess what? Tomorrow me I got lock down, you know, man. Like when we are under some curfew thing, you know. Yeah, man. Wanna say, get the coaches desk merch, one Kino. See it there? Yo, camera, focus. Yeah, do camera. Camera going like him no one him work, you know. Focus. Yeah, man. Camera, focus. See it there? See it there, people? Yo, how me I tell us say a gold palm black. Bad. Watch it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Look there. Look there. Yo, the thing I shot, brother. The thing I shot. Hey, wanna go get to the merch. Go get to the merch. Think a joke thing we are dealing with here, man. Get to the merch, people. Yeah, man. And if you want to get a merch, but you know, like we're a merch thing, just drop it in a super chat. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is a means of supporting the channel, you know. You're giving support by liking the video, watching the video, support the merchandise, share the live, share the content, whichever content we drop. You get what I say? And guess what? Me I tell you this again. Me appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. And I don't know it go. All right. We said 3-in-1. Hey, the merch now got the Adidas still in up, people. So if you go look on, if you go check out the merch and you look for the Adidas on the side, you now go see it. Adidas not sponsor the thing yet, you know. We still a wait for Adidas. Mount Adidas sitting on me up John was start. I don't know what them I wait for. No, no at all. I want to say, hey, we go flood Adidas social media them and say, yo, bust the youth. We say Jude call a man by him name and look like trouble. The fame. Who is Jude? Rob Smith. Not talk about. Kind of out of loop, you know. See, because I'm busy. I them for running quick and fast. Rob Smith. I them for running quick and fast. Where him say Rob Smith? I mean know what go on. Me know what go on there. That me missed that one there. All right, so all on the people. We get a call there. Hold on. Check, check. All right. Or go on for internet. Eh. Which Mason? Whole gate? Yo, I want the internet. Sure, no, internet. I forgot set up your other. Talk to me. Internet are go on good. The live are freeze up people. Still there, I know people will look like a trophy on the device. Internet thing going on with it. Yeah, man, we're still there, man. Still there. What is that? It's a whole game. Big up yourself, John. John Paul. We name not follow that music story, brother, because we don't know what going with the internet, people. So far, yeah, we don't know what going with it. You can't get forward, but still. Check, check, check. What go on? What go on? I mean, I tell you, man, they like them always want sabotage the thing, Yo, people, we don't know about Gwan, you know. Yeah, man, know about Gwan. Shit look like say. Have it in reserve, I say. I feel the other device up already. So we don't still there now, man. You not hear me? Talk. Check. Raps, you not hear me? I like to check thing, you know. Tell me if you not hear me. Cash. Cash. Tell me if you not hear. It not clear? It good now? Mm. Guess what go on? It look like me did have in the headset and it did out of my ears and it put on. So look like and it did a little distance from me. So probably that sound I never did I hear. Big up yourself, Wendy. I don't know what I'm to internet. Internet decide to be bad man in the evening. But it a work on the phone. But my messages still are coming. I don't know what go on there so. But guess what? As usual, you can't stop the show. Cause we're always full of something, you know. Alright, Rob Smith said clear. Drew 40 said clear now. Alright, so what we can't understand. Messages are coming. Okay, something now I'm going so good, you know. No man. We know it's no visual not there. How we turn off the mic? How we still try sort out the computer. Still try sort out the computer. I don't know why it a itch. People ain't gone. Hey, I want thing with YouTube people, you know. Once they forward and then see nothing, you know, cut them a cut, you know. Straight cuttings. No itching. What you say? The volume low and the volume turn up, you know. Volume turn up. Man, I've got big up yourself. The internet just decide for slip out. See, they're gone. Okay, Shaquille Turner, big up yourself. No patience. Yeah, man, we know so the volume good, man. I just the visual, man. I try sort out the part there. So only thing the young Reggae Boyz gone. Only thing the young Reggae Boyz gone. And things that them go on good now them two preparatory game there. Wanna say, even though we never get to see it from a basically a vantage point, But from all indication, are too good friendly still because I get to play a team where I go on with things in terms of they are in preparation as well. So it's not a bad thing to see them, going through that sort of preparation. So for them to have those games, I like it. In terms of how things might pan out, I don't know. So I think that yeah, man, of course we know that they need more work. Remember I always say, based upon the caliber league where we're in, kind of difficult. Probably if we did play a better, more seasoned opponent and not a Trinidad, we probably would have been in a more problem. But it's good to see this is a learning curve for them, and it's John Wall's first stint with them. Had a win, so you have kudos to that too. But I mean, Jamaican footballers always need development. So as we go forward, we have to go look upon that. And that is a constant thing that will always be happening. You understand? Even the senior team, we are doing well still, but at the end of the day, we need more work too. So when I check the levels, the entire thing need work. But it is a good look. I think it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, man, a step in the right direction for the team. And certainly hope that even the victory would be a moral boosting victory for them, because going into those encounters, you always want to win. The coaching staff might not be looking at the win as the primary thing, but to see how players can adapt to their type of system that they want to implement. And yeah, if they get the win, that would be a bonus. But normally they don't really. I mean, every coach play for a win, but you're still looking at other things when you come on to these type of preparatory game. You understand? Wendy said, proud of them, seems positive and determined on the field. Kept on pressing when they were down, etc. Yeah, man. Few very, very talented kids. Yeah, the youth Mackenzie, him nobody know. Coach Minzy, I always stress the point that we need a youth league. Yeah, because when me learning a youth coaching, Coach Devon Porter, what I've learned in youth coaching is that they have to be constantly playing the game so they can adapt to how the game is played. So the less game them play, and them could not train until now, till the morning. There's a principle of reversibility. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you just a train, but you're not put in a competitive situation that is not going to help you. So like you said, Devon, I agree with you. We need leagues for the youth them. And until that is sorted out, we now go see the vast improvement we want to see. You get what I say? Yeah, man, they need a league set up so the youth them can be balling. I mean, I talk eye water from ice. Exactly, Coach Devon Porter. Yeah, man, I agree with it, man. And that is something that I learned being on a youth course. You get what I say? They have to be constantly playing. So when you see the local youth them in the academies and them are play games every day, matches, squad match, whatever type of match, that is good for them because that's how you're gonna see their temperament. So you can probably put a what you call it. You can probably put a position to what they are doing or the players, which position would have best suit them and stuff like that. So yeah, you'd want something like that. So I hope that the powers that be, when they talk about development, only talk about development in having those academies and camp. You have to put on a league. So the youths them always play football. That is the key to development. You can't go around that. There's no way you can go around that. You understand? And the constant playing, them are gonna learn roles, them are gonna learn position, they're going to basically learn what this player does at that particular position, how the player is supposed to move and so forth. These things are things that are needed. You get what I say? So as some more of the thing for sort out, and that's why I know Coach Devon, this 3 months of schoolboy football that is played is very limited, and it is not allowing the youths to constantly develop. The more you play, the better you get. It's like driving. When you just start driving, you feel timid around the steering wheel. You feel timid to be on the road. When the trailer fly past you, you wonder what go on. You get what I say? You're scared. But the more you drive, the more experience you get. The more you drive, some mistakes that you made yesterday, you now make it today. So them thing that them need to do. Yeah, man. 3 months is too small of a number, Coach Devon. That cannot be the benchmark. That might be for the little youths them. I'd say 10-year-old to 12. Why is that a wrong example, RR? That can't be a wrong example, man. The more you drive, the more experience you get. The more you play football, the better you will get. See me, you will get better at driving the more you drive. That cannot be a bad example. Yes, it's not supposed to use as development, but it is one of the Premier League in the youth age. So why not build on it, Rich Toys? So if it is not for development, the youths them should not be playing in it and playing our 9 or 7 months league. Our football, we need to play more football, man. No, but even if you say some people can't get driving right, from what they were doing 2 weeks ago to what them are doing 2 weeks later, it is great. It is better than what they did 2 weeks ago. So that is improvement. Or if you drive for years and still can't drive, you probably can't do certain things because you're not a risk taker. But if you drive for years and still drive, man. And you see people who have challenges doing something, they basically don't try that weakness that they have over a period of time. So a man who can't juggle the ball, he no get up and try juggle the ball a morning time to improve. A man who can't park properly, he no interested in a parking. Anywhere reach and he wrap up, I just this him apart. Then I pay attention to it. So it can't be a bad example, man. Cannot be a bad example. I remember see, it look like the internet up and running enough people. Me I go see what go on. See if me can add back myself. Check, check. All right. So still up on standby, you know, just in case that thing I decide for. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Look like it up and running now. And for the people, them just were just a forward. I make you see the merchandise. See the people, but support the thing. Check out the merchandise, people. Yeah, man. It is a good look. Hey, somebody comment on the merchandise that them not like it. Trust me, when you see it in real life, different from when you see it on photo. In the video, you know. Well, on the video, some people said it mad, you know. I have been advocating for the JFF to dedicate a percentage of the budget to ISA and the train the coaches that the schools employ to do this. Then PE would become part of the curriculum. I don't understand the last part, the rich toys, because throughout Jamaica, right across Jamaica, physical education is a part of the curriculum. That is standard. So I don't understand the last part of your statement. Train the coaches that the schools employ to do this. Then PE would become part of the curriculum. I don't understand that. PE is a institution in Jamaica. Whether they do it, yes or no, but it is a part. Like start I try freeze up again, you know. System overload. And I'm gonna go on with. But we have backup. We have backup. Jason Guna, big up yourself. So explain the last part of it, Rich Style. So like me say, PE is a part of all schools. It's a part of the curriculum guide. Primary, high, some tertiary institution, because of course GC Foster is there. You have Michael that does it. Who else? Think Money do a little advanced physical education, but pretty much most institutions implement part of it, and you don't know the well. That is a different thing. But Rich Joy, I don't understand the part of this thing there. A lot of people underestimate the roles that the physical education teacher play, you know, even in the whole development, you know. Them say them can't coach, them say them can't this. But because you basically have a strength or a stronger event, stronger sport when you go to tertiary, whether GC, micro, or wherever. If it is football, well, a matter of fact, every sport right across, from the foundation, everybody will go GC should be able to. I may emphasize should be able to at least teach the foundational principles of every sport, every foundation skill. I may talk teach it the right and proper way. There's no doubt about that. But to and even at the primary level, basically that you go on. Once them learn the skills correctly. Once them learn the skill correctly. Now the problem with that is that some schools, the youth they might not be playing football. And again, the principle of reversibility, if you don't use it, you lose it. So when you learn a drill or a skill in class, and you finish that class, and you move on to a next skill, principle of reversibility, I go chip in because you never use that skill. Probably at lunchtime, I go play some ball. But probably you don't have the proper ball I use. I use a box or you use a butler kickball. So a whole heap of things contribute to the lack of proper skills or utilizing the skills that they were taught. So I mean, no, unless RR I say something different from women, not RR, Rich Toy. All right, Devon Porter said, Coach. Hey, Coach Devon, no S not upon my last name, you know. I means it. No S not upon the last name. People need to understand that there are stages in development of a professional footballer. Easily. Me can't tell you this, you know. Bonnie Shaw was put out there by a PE teacher, you know. Involved or early involvement in the game is through a PE teacher, you know. And then them say it can go on and them probably push her into this and push her into that. So me just want people know say this notion that PE teacher them don't know nothing. That is far from the truth. You see where the level D I learn in the JFF course, I say no more. I say no more. Yeah, man. The D license where them I learn. Once you go GC Foster College, that D license where them I carry if you go learn. The content where you get at GC Foster in terms of football, it far exceed that. I can't tell you that. Because based on what me see for the D license, they only go through the physical. Them not go through psychology, them not go through anatomy, them not go through physiology and them something there. And GC people them get them something there. If the school is to be used for football development, extracurriculum versus curriculum. Well, Miss Slow Rich Toy. Big up Richard Green. Stephen Gardner. I will go on this, sir. All in the game. I will go on this, sir. Hold on. Yo, hold on. All in the game. I will go on this, sir. Yo. Yo. No, man. I don't know nothing to be sorry about, Mr. Porter. Just correction, man. I don't know nothing to be sorry about, man. Me just stay so. Me just a correct it because I thought it was a mistake you make. Yeah, me know say I must that, but I time me interested in I know Rob Smith. I mean I search and me can't find it right now. Me distracted people. um if the school is to be used for football development, extracurriculum versus curriculum. Mm. But it is taught in the curriculum, Rich Toys. And as we said before, I believe every student who pass through GC Foster College can or should be able to teach the correct skills in most, if not all, of the major sports. Them, I mean, I ask that unless things have changed. You get what I say? Unless things have changed. Unless things have changed. But me sure of that. So when you say school is not used, physical education is a part, and the children, students are taught skills in various sports at the primary level. So why can't the schools be used for development now if that is happening? Remember, so the holistic development of the child, the academics, the sports, the science, uh, and then they want to implement hands-on things where the children are able to create things from a STEM approach and all of them something there. So the school basically over the years have been used to help the development of football. Me can't tell you this. So in youth in our community, start God is the school, the teacher might have a trial, or the coach slash teacher might have a trial. Some youth come, play some ball, and them identify talent. And then them start work after them do them elimination process. And me can tell you, a lot of these youngsters can point back to their primary school. You know, say, Mr. Smith teach me how to do this, do him tell me certain things. Some of them might not. But if they are really truthful, they can tell you. I know this youngster, introduce him to football, or me coach him a few years. And based off his temperament and what he was doing, I realized that he's defensive minded. So that's why when you have these little games and you play, you can identify which position. And even up until now, he's playing football. Right through high school, him go and go to a Doncaster Cup, captain in team. Same position when me start him out with him play. Because him have that inclination from a tender age, and we identify it and put him there. And he was recruited because of that said position. And because him hold true to it, they have never tried to change him from that actual position that he used to play. Mm-hmm. So me can't tell you no. School integral in football development in Jamaica, whether we believe it or not, whether we like it or not. Unless them are go throw some water and wash out the curriculum and say we know if we know if it teach this, we know if it teach that. So me don't know. I don't know. But me I tell you no, that'll happen. Mm-hmm. You get what me I say? Yeah, man. So with the U20. All right. So we can switch gear now. Big up yourself, Sherman. We can switch gear and talk about the whole um so what do you think about the Reggae Boyz playing against local opponent? You think that is a good look? You think that is a good look? You think that is a good look for the whole um football domestically? So basically I'm here Al Gimson talk about the whole um camp, and it basically cleared the ear of the selection of the 22 domestic based players. 'Cause I probably think people have issues with it because Richard King never did it, Demario Phillips never did it, Topi never did it, Howell never did it. You understand? People probably did have an issue with that. But Coach Algrimson explained that the purpose of the camp was to get a better look at some players he's not familiar with at the moment. So it can't be and people things that people that understand the whole regime of that already, you know. I wonder if sometimes we just love give problem. I wonder if we just love give problem. Hmm? Feel like we just love give problem, you know. Cause that should have be a given. Whereas, yo, them youth there would have basically get them looking in already. So we want to see some new players. And that's what coach basically say. I want to familiarize myself with support me need to put in some other people. I want to know who me I bring in. You understand? So the thing set away. I think that is an easy answer. Hey, me can't tell you this, you know. It's set away, you know. When the coach no call the local domestic contingent and is a issue, him call a different one for camp. Oh, but the money should have in there. The money should have in there. Yo, me I tell you still, you know. We are hard not for crack, you know. We are hard cookie for deal with, you know, man. You understand? So I hope this open avenue for some players. And one player that I believe this open a avenue for is the man, the hottest baller on the island right now. Notice me say, me never say the best baller, you know. The hottest baller on the island right now. Hottest young baller right now. You understand? Kaheim Dixon. And it seems like the coach like Kaheim Dixon, the man from Clarendon College. You understand? Yeah, that are true. That are true, Nitro. They should have said the training camp. Well, some people say training camp still, because even at the media, the print media, some people say training camp. But again, in journalism, you have to put a, an, a headline that can really pull your audience. You want to have the audience lean. Some people call it clickbait on YouTube, but it is one of those things in journalism that you understand All right, let me see what going in the comment section. Coach Minzy, here is an idea of the schools. If the schools are an integral part of football development, start the morning and the Costa Cup in August and finish up in March, where you would get 6 to 7 months. All right, here, oh, that is an issue now, Coach Devon Porter. He say if Issa run it, Issa don't now go on past December. Remember, Issa generate money too, So when Issa roll over into January, that's where the track and field season start. January to March, April, basically. So they're going to want to capitalize on each season for each sport. And the track is like the cash cow for Issa. So them are gonna ensure so them not put, and some of the same youth them will do football and them probably are gonna do tracks too. So it kinda in a one, and again the school help with development, but it have a streamline in such a way where probably some people are gonna get left. Because one league, separate league would have to put on for football that is outside of Issa's purview, because them me not think them argue with that, Sir Porter. So it can't be Issa who is responsible for that league. Issa play them 3 month league. When January come, JFF go right back to summer. When school are go close. I don't think it can't get no better than that. You understand? I don't think it gonna get no, it can't. Issa can't run it, Sir Porter. No, Issa cannot run it. Well, they can get sponsor, but I be think that would have dropped in at the JFF court. Exactly, Guna. You see me I say? No, but student athletes should not be prioritized, no, Coach Porter. You basically can't force them to do one particular sport. Them always supposed to be left. Even when we do it and say, yo, you would have to play football and have to do this, have to do that. No. Them if you have a free, especially when them talented. Look on Jail. Even though people upset that Jail choose track over football. People upset. But it's a decision when family and him team and himself make. Cause do you think Jail would have get an overseas contract in that time? He can get a Puma deal. You see me I say? Me don't know about that football guru. And I this would have been nice if JPL start that. So every game you have a curtain raiser with a U17 game. Them used to have it with the under 20 games, Every team in the JPL used to have a team that a U team basically. So remember Portmore United, Portmore under 20, I go play one particular. So them I go play Veer. So Portmore United U20 I go be the curtain opener for the senior team. So U20, Portmore versus Veer. And then the senior game come after. That used to go on. So now that me I say, some partnership have got to take place, or JFF or JPL, they have to do that because Issa, me can't tell you, Issa Nango put on football in a January because it will you don't call it now mess up the track and field season, and some coaches start training from early August, just introduction. Then they move to August, introduction, September, full swing. I imagine you train and then the years of January, the youth can't go play after I'm done play whatever. It's set away, man. Um JFF, JPL and ISA to also look in draft system. That not sound bad either. KFF controlled inter-parish competition. What is KFF? All right, coach. If St. Catherine can still run their U20 league, the JFF can run a All Ireland U20 league. Of course, I think them can do it. But is it a case, Coach Devon, where they put it in solely in the hands of the parish presidents? Do you believe that the parish presidents should be doing that as well? Ensures the leagues are going for the youngsters them. Ensures a footballer play. Yeah, I wonder. And so that tie their hands from that standpoint. I don't know. But somebody have to take it up. You get what I say? Somebody have to hold it by the scruff of the neck and just take charge of the whole thing. Have to. Can't go on so. If somebody not take it by the scruff of the neck, well, I mean, I don't know. Me, I wonder why attacks, They don't have the facilities since most schools still use their football field for track. That is true. That is true. Boy, a whole lot of things that go against we. And we have some brilliant ideas. But a lot of things going against us, people. A whole lot of things. And trust me, you see, if we want the thing to develop, a whole heap of work the JFF administration have to do. Me no think them can do it by themselves. And based upon the whole financial shenanigans, it's a difficult. I may not speak negative, but it rough. Let me tell you this. Sports take massive amount of finances to get it off the ground. Massive. And a little bit of money for run sports. You see the track programs at these schools and the football programs. Check one of the schools that are not up in the top tier. And I can't tell you this. Their budget is a whole lot of money. Can you imagine those teams that are up in the top tier? Whole heap of money for run sports. The JFF is beginning a development program involving parishes. Maybe it will be a part of the improvement. Yes, that is a good look. No promotion for the game next month. No tickets giveaway. From who? From who? So you never hear when we come on the show, me talk about Reggae Boyz have game next month, March Madness. Me not understand RR. You join the show late, man. You mean JFF not promoting it? Me not understand. Probably a them you talk. Escape, big up yourself. Coach, right now there is a Central American U19 league going now. And they use it to prepare exactly. Them thing them like hear about Sir Porter. These people are forward thinkers. But again, listen. When it comes on to this whole thing, I wonder if their hands and tie up here, man. Or them don't have the know-how or whatever to see that, you know? Yo, I don't even know if you say, man. Honestly, I don't even know if you say. But all me know, the football needs help. And sometimes we the fans talking up a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I wonder if we make some talks that they should be doing this, they should be doing that. You know, so really and truly, it's not that easy. Yeah, man, football a whole lot of money, man, for real. But it's not that easy, you know. It's not that easy. Tell you. 14 parishes in Jamaica, they can easily run an all island U20 league. Let me make it simple. Think Bolt, Bob Marley. Can any Jamaican footballer or team even be in the same stratosphere to take a bit of track shine? Can you drive through Central America compare to us playing Cuba, Haiti, Trinidad, and other Caribbean islands? Quote, which country at our economic level can we look at to try and copy? I don't know. We'd have to go do one in-depth research on that, to be honest. No information on that off the bat. And that country would have to be a country who is involved in football and doing well, that we can emulate at the same economic level as us. I mean, not things that out there. Many things that out there. Nitro. Claudine, I'm not saying that, but we are making no effort to help the youths who are footballers, and it is a shame. I think to go as far as saying not making any effort to help, I don't think that is true, Devon. I mean, there are so many coaches out there who are trying their best to develop players. People talk about some coaches in some communities that would have aided in their development. You have the Phoenix camp, you have the World Ballers, you have World camps out there that try to develop young footballers, teaching them the right thing. You get what I say? So it basically it basically would have been too rough, Sir Porter, to say no effort is being made. Me not agree with that. Effort I make, man. Try to develop a youth them. And enough effort I make. Enough effort. You get what I say? Whole lot of effort is being made. No country is similar to Jamaica in our area. Most countries, even if they are poor, football is entrenched in their society and funding is put towards it. It isn't in Jamaica. Exactly. Them not respect sport in Jamaica. I think sports is still seen as an extracurricular activity. It's not seen as a viable option where people are earning. It's another career option, you know. It is, and it's viable. A youth have a talent, what you gonna do? Boy, I don't know. And each situation is dealt with on its own merit. You get what I say? Yeah, man, it is dealt with on its own merit. So, the people in Jamaica, whoever deal with the sporting thing and whatever, them not really, me not think them understand the depth of sports as a viable career. And you know how much money they get to from taxation when they come on to the sporting personalities. A Chris Gale. I see Chris Gale in a one video, that one gas station, and those are full of people tank. The man spend 400,000. When Chris Gale go all over the world go play football. When him come back, of course them are gonna tax him. Marlon Samuels, Shelley and Fraser, Alien, Sherika, Bold, everybody get them tax. So they make billions of dollars off sports in taxation. But they don't think it's a viable option for the youth them. Can you imagine? But look on track and field where I go on things, Coach Porter. How much our athlete them have sponsorship? How much our companies them have sponsor an athlete? Them not do it. Jamaicans don't like sports because it's not promoted. And when I say don't like sport, yeah, you got a sporting event go watch, you go watch two track and field. But in terms of the business community, not all of them is too affair with the whole track sports thing. And them now put them money in it. Them now put their money in it, you know. And how you get them to put their money in it? That is the next thing. You see what I say? Mm-hmm. Argentina's economy is bad, but I guess their natural football and culture makes the difference. They export a lot of talent from a young age as well. That is true, but we now do that. Yeah, but love sport, but how much them pumping it? Loving it is one thing, you know. But you have to put your money where your heart there, you know. You have to put your money where your heart there. You can't just love it so. That now go feed the youth them. That now go feed the youth them, you know. That now do it at all. So here where the PLC PFJL chairman said, seeing he said that football are going good. But would you agree with him that football really are going good in Jamaica? Is that good relative? In sports up until in the in before I think before COVID, they used to sponsor football league to, yeah, man. But you don't know we're going on in sports. Ah, and that is a government entity. That is not a private entity, Coach Devon. I don't know where we're going there, so. The the man Chris Williams believe that the sport of football is on the rise in Jamaica. You agree? Who believe that? You think who agree with Chris Williams that football is on the rise in Jamaica? And I'd love for him to explain the rise. Remember saying, no, Rich Toy, how it on the rise? We lose one of the global ambassador in Sidela Mali and the Mali Foundation, and that was pivotal in the whole um Reggae Girls program. Seeing there's a big issue happening at the top of the football, the whole election saga. So he's basically begging people not to throw the sport out because what is happening at the national team level or the national level. He's saying that the sport are going good, the love for the sport is still there, and he is even going a clear step to say that it is growing, and Jamaica love affair with football continues. What sort of empirical evidence is there to support these claims? Wanna help me? Rich Ties, help us. Football guru, help us. Help us. So basically, he's saying that people at the ecosystem level, they are working. Primary school at work, prep school at work, ISA at work, PFJL at work, the parishes at work. So he's basically pleading to Jamaicans not to throw out football and continue to support it. What go on, Brian? Brian, I think so football is on the rise. It'll go on good. But football has never been dead. And that's why I tell Rich Toy say football has never died because it is a part of the curriculum at the primary high school level. They are taught. But why me think say it might have a strain or an issue? You might teach football for 1 week and you teach the skills them. And as me said before, me think that the GC Foster student are able to teach the skills correctly. You get what me I say? So that is always happening. But because it's coming from an educational standpoint, you can't teach the football right through, because you have to teach different sports in discipline. So that is always happening at prep school, at primary school, at high school. So me don't know them say them are work. How are they working? That is always been happening. Whether football good or bad in Jamaica, those aspects as they have always been happening. That not change. That not change. Me don't know about the parish. That part of them me don't know about. So he's basically asking you to speak positively about the sport. Go and support the sport. So basically, I believe he's probably coming from a philosophical standpoint, whereas you're speaking positive where the sport is concerned. Let me hear where the people must say. Brian, big up yourself. What Chris has said now, football are going good. I guess he might try to keep it positive. Him say him not like when people talk about the negative. Football in this, football in that. You understand? I guess him not like that part of it. I got drop the link, Coach Devon, because I use the phone for. So me drop the link there. Seeing? Coach Devon said, Coach means the football is not on the rise in Jamaica. Coach, in the 90s, football was at a better stage than now. He's talking madness. The quality is getting better. However, that is from Richard Green. The fan support needs improvement and the administration needs improvement. Brian said, for the football was at such a low level that now the PFJL is doing the minimal. Now some lose as if the football is at a great level. The issue you are describing is as a result of our unwillingness to expect the leaders to be professional and competent. Look how many persons defended the JFF. The rise is more organic. Who defended JFF? How many persons defended JFF? I don't know about that. Big up Duckland. Coach Devon, let me drop the link there. I mean, if you must say, in a the standpoint from a philosophical point of view, support the sport, it a go rise. Me don't know. Me don't know. Coach Devon, you're live.
Coach, how you doing, man?
But there, I know.
Coach,
Mm.
I don't know if Mr. Williams, how much football he watched in Jamaica. I can tell him this. When he says that football is on the rise, you cannot use the national team to say that football is on the rise in Jamaica. You understand?
No, but another national team him use.
What is he basing off?
He might talk about the ecosystem, the primary school, the prep school, the ISA, the work with the PFL, JL do.
Okay, let me
talk about the work.
time.
Hold on now. Yes, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you.
Mhm.
He might talk about the work that is done at top flight. It should speak volume about football on the island.
Here is what I'm going to say to that.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was going to high school, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put it to prep school or primary school. We used to have constant football playing. When I say constant football, we have a prep school league, a primary school league. We obviously have the Manning Cup and Dakasta Cup playing. We have the major leagues at the time before it changed over to the Premier League. We have the Sid Bartlett, which was at the time, I think was the second tier in Jamaica football. And then you start to have Division 1 football. Minor league. Every summer, there is a minor league, and minor league was like under 16 football in Jamaica. Minor league was the corporate area. But even in the rural area, you have the youths them playing football, the caliber of footballers that came out of Jamaica from the 70s, I started watching football and getting involved in football late 70s. Start watching it as a little youth, 77, 78. First time I've been into the National Stadium to watch a game. I watched the Allman in Aldacastle. I think it was 77, 78. My neighbor, who was a military soldier, took me to the National Stadium to watch that game. And when I tell you, it was a pack, at least 30,000 people in the National Stadium. At the time, you have players like Lenroy Teacher Hyde, Noel Sweetie Simit, and those caliber players. Okay? Now, if you look at what is going on now, at a major league game between Harborview, Boys Town, Tivoli, or Arnett Gardens playing in the national stadiums, you probably can get a seat in the national stadium. And I'm not kidding you. And anybody who plays football in that era can come and tell you
Mm.
how these football games used to be packed. Stadium East, when I used to go to football Manning Cup games at Stadium East, and I just started high school, pack. You can't even get place to get in there. Can't find place.
Mm.
The crowd support for football was enormous. Now you can't find a sprinkle. Jamaica couldn't be playing and the stadium, you see a seat in there. It's okay. See boys champ, how stadium packed in boys champ,
Boys and girls champs.
boys and girls champs. In my days, it was just boys champ and then girls champs first and then boys champ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Before they merge it. You can't find a seat in the national stadium. So D&G and those used to sponsor minor leagues every summer. The kids, we never have time to idle. We never have time to idle. We always involved in some sports, football, cricket. You have development meet, track in the stadium, or Stadium East, or wherever. But now it seems like nothing is going on. And sponsorship used to be plenty. The big companies used to fight to see who can sponsor um, football, Petrojam,
Yeah, but it thing get more
Grace,
expensive still enough, Coach Devon.
Grace, D&G.
Yeah, but the thing get more expensive now.
Coach, coach, we can't use that as an excuse, coach.
So why the business them now do it?
E-
Why them not support
Listen
it?
to me. The economy in a okay. Back in the days when you used to buy a pound of sugar for just put a figure on it
No,
for
but
a
Coach
dollar.
Devon, let me stop you. With all
But
due
the
respect,
time
remember
okay.
inflation and everything come on board in a Sir Devon. So you can't say that inflation play a critical role.
It listen to me. Nothing stands still, coach. We're making excuses.
So that's why the companies are not interested in sponsoring these things anymore because they don't see where they are getting returns. Only a
Let me tell
few
you.
company where at the helm they believe that they can generate income. People align them brand to champs because champs is a big thing. People align themselves to
and
schoolboy
I'm
football because it's a
I'm
big
happy you
thing.
said that. I'm happy you said that.
How
And
many
here's the thing.
sponsors? How many sponsors are
Jamaica,
going to put their brand to a tier two? Not many.
I'm happy you say that, coach, because here how Jamaican operate. Anywhere they see growth, they will put their money in. But if it looks like nothing not going, they shy away. Nobody's gonna get up and put money in your hand. You have to get up and go look it. They're
So
not
you
gonna put
believe
money in your
you
hand.
believe so you believe that these people are not trying to get sponsorship from these entities. And let me tell you something. You see what sponsors look upon when all right. So for example, a Scotiabank, you have an account with you don't have an account with Scotiabank, and you try to look sponsorship from there. You think them are give you? You have a sponsorship with you have a bank account with Scotiabank, and them can go in your account and look and see how much money you have. They now again a sponsor if you have money in your account, certain amount of money. So you cannot say that the variables have changed, Sir Porter,
Coach,
and
you
you
want me,
have to
you want me
accept
to say
that
something to
reality.
you? You want to say something to your coach?
Well, you don't have to. Your choice.
How does bank make their money?
There are many ways that they make their money. Investment and all. I think investment are one of the
Yes,
biggest thing.
yes, and by lending money to garner interest. Here is what I'm going to tell you. You remember the grocery chain? I don't know if they still operate in Jamaica called Hilo. You
Them,
hear
on,
me?
them only have the lower part. Them not have the high part again.
All right. Those big companies never used to use their own money to operate their business. They borrow the bank money. All their goods are insured. They don't operate at losses because their money is there. All they do is when they get the bank money to buy goods or whatever, and they sell the goods, they put their money in the bank and pay the interest on the loan that they get from the bank. If the store burn down, their money is covered, the goods is covered. So those companies, if you go to them with the right portfolio, they'll give you sponsorship.
Cranky, big up yourself. You're there in your building.
Bless up, coach. How you doing?
Me there. Me I try listen to Coach Devon I say, but me not agree with him 100%.
Look, there are a lot of contributing factors to what you're saying. I think a lot of times we like to go back to history and do the analogy with history to inform our view about how things should be working in today's environment. But we also have to think about what's different between then and now
Mm.
and why things may be different, right? So back in the days, you didn't have as much alternatives as you do today. You didn't have video games, you didn't have internet, you didn't have all these distractions, right? That allows you to spend your time someplace else, apart from trying to entertain yourself by playing sports. That's why cricket is in its demise, because cricket take a long time to play, and people want to do things in a much more shorter time period,
Mm-hmm.
and not be standing in the field all day waiting to go backyard to bowl. So I do think when you're in that situation, you got to think as leaders, what do I need to do to capture the attention of my audience to then allow me to have that audience participate in my activity? And I think part of the challenge that Jamaica football face, which we have talked about ad nauseum on this program, is a lack of leadership, the lack of thought, the lack of strategy. Now, having said that, we can't say the situation hasn't improved in any way, shape, or form, right? We have professional leagues. We have players getting paid in a more structured environment. We have things trying to improve in a lot of different fronts. The viewership and the audience may not be where we want it to be. And that's where leadership coming, which is how do I get innovative to create an environment where people want to attend the event, want to participate in the sport, want to contribute to the sport? How do I garner sponsorship? Because as you said before, people invest where they're going to get a good return on their money. Why
Mm-hmm.
would I want to invest in something which I'm not going to get return I'm looking for? Give the money I'm going to provide to that organization. That doesn't make sense, actually. In fact, it's illogical. So I do think that the leadership will have to have those ideas and those thought process to help figure out how to make football be much more pervasive in the society and to garner much more support, which then contribute to revenue and contribute to you being able to invest in the football. And also football can be a really good social vehicle because we talk about crime so much in Jamaica because a lot of time people have time on their hand in a coach. That's why they do things, or they lack the education to make good decisions. So how do I leverage football as a cultural vehicle to help the society improve in a lot of different ways, and to help support the kids and to help them grow and develop? So I do think there's a lot of thought need to go into this. I think
Cranky,
as
hold your thought. Hold your thought.
okay.
Football guru, let me tell you something.
Hold on, Sir Porter. Not really.
Don't
Hold on,
refer to me.
Coach Porter.
He's
Hold
rude.
on. No, but me mute him. Coach Devon, you can't stop Cranky at say one point. If you go address somebody that you can actually type in the comment and answer to him. You can't break him on chain of thought to tell a man that. Man. Cranky,
I
continue.
asked him to hold his thought because this
No,
guy
but
is
that's
rude.
not. Yeah, you ask him for hold him thought to address somebody where you can type in the comment to.
No, but he's not gonna get it. I want him
No,
to
man.
hear
No,
me loud and
no,
clear.
Coach Porter. No. Type to him. We not gonna break Cranky for that. Cranky, go ahead.
Yeah, look, coach, I mean, there is no elixir to fix what we may think is a problem with the football per se. I mean, and it's always easy to be negative about the football and about. We always go back to the days that Jamaica produced all these great footballers. But I'll be honest, I don't know where that is. I don't think we're being totally honest. Not honest. I don't think we've really sat down and really assessed what we're saying when we say that, right? We have gone through and talked about, Diego and Chicken Mason, all these players, how great they were, but what did they achieve in football? Now maybe the opportunities weren't there for them to achieve some of these things, because in our eyes they were very good players, but when they went on the international scene, they weren't as good as we thought they were. So I do think we have what I call historical bias when we think about sports and the players who we grew up with and who we love and who we valued and who we respected and who we emulated, because that's who we watched, loved, supported as like teenagers going into your 20s. But frankly, if we were to be unbiased in our thinking and objective in our thinking, we may draw different conclusions. You could say Jamaica probably have more players playing overseas now than any other time in history. And there's different reasons for that. Some of it may be just more those opportunities for themselves. The world may be looking outside their domain for players. There are different reasons as to why that's the case. But there's no empirical evidence to substantiate that that Jamaica had better football players back in the 70s, 80s, 90s versus now. There's no evidence to substantiate that. There's a feeling, there's a view. There is no empirical evidence to substantiate that. None. Not that I know of. In fact, one could make the case that you may have if you use overseas as the criteria about selling players or players playing in different leagues, and that may be even more substantiated now than previously, even though you have to look at the totality of it to be able to make a decision. So it's hard to compare errors, frankly. Very, very difficult to compare errors.
Cranky. Here's what you need to understand. Back in the 70s and the 80s, the English Premier League, which was Division One, was a domestic league. They never used to have overseas player coming into the Premier League. I think that changed in the late 70s when like Spurs bring over like Osvaldo Adiles, Ricky Villa, those players. And then an influx into the 80s, 90s start coming into England. So you got to look at Jamaica in that perspective, that we never have that to expose these players out there neither. But if you should compare player for player, pound for pound, those players are more technical, gifted than these players.
I disagree, Devon. They're more brookie boos, as we call them. Yeah, more people could dribble in a hole and not go anywhere. But I don't think they were better overall. These kids are probably Jamaica has played better football since turn of the century than they did previously. They
I'm
pass the
think
ball better. They are
Well,
much more unselfish.
well,
Devon, let me finish, Devon. They're much more unselfish now than they were before. All the players we talk about who were great, most of them were dribblers. Apart from maybe a few like the Chicken Masons of the world. Most of them were dribblers. And people are less receptive. People would dribble nowadays versus you being able to create space, pass, move, shoot. So, and Devon, I've lived through these eras, Devon. So I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking from top of my head because I'm in one era. I've lived through the eras and I've watched the football and I've listened to the narrative about how it was better back when everybody says that. If you listen to people talk about NBA, they say the same thing. NFL is saying the same thing. Different game. NBA nowadays, you can't touch anybody. Before, they used to play more physical. Doesn't mean they were more skilled. In fact, now you have to be more skilled to play because if you're not skilled, you can't be on the court.
And
Then you can be a
defenders
lambier and be physical and just slap people and you have the team. Sorry, coach. Go ahead.
and defenders get better to cranky. One the man used to walk past and the defender then I pass it. It can't, not so easy for do right now.
So
yeah,
Duckland.
but the
So
sports
I'm a
evolve. How the
coach.
sports evolves.
So coach, I'm gonna do what you suggest we shouldn't do. I'm gonna
Mhm.
respond to Duckland like we're cranking about football because he worked on Wall Street. Duckland doesn't mean because your vocation taking a certain arena, you can't be really involved with a sport. I've been in football all my life. I've played this sport. I have to coach. I have to be in administration. I've been in sport all my life. It's funny, coach. One day I was on Wall Street walking one time, and somebody saw me because I played in the Bronx again. They're like, "We at ball. I've never seen them taking my youth." I'm having a laugh. So you think everybody who play football just don't do something else with their lives when they leave the football arena?
It's
People do
true.
different things. Not because you play football, don't mean you. Look how much Casey people from the 67 team were. Like they had like 5 doctors on that team. The 60s
Yeah.
team, the great Casey team. They had like 5 doctors from the football team. People do different things, right? With their lives during and after football. So I mean, when I was growing up, I would admit though the parish competition may have been better situated, right? Across all the parishes, I would think. If you think about Hanover, St. James, to me, the parish competitions were very competitive. But I'm going back to this coach that I said before, which is there was nothing else to do except play sport. I played all the sport. I played cricket. I played TT. I played chess. I played football. I played netball for Christ's sake. I used to be on the girls' netball court playing netball, playing goal attack and goal shoot. Coach, you played everything because
All right, cranky get kicked off. So
Yeah,
so
that's better.
so if so the other day me have a conversation and the people them must say technology help the people them for run better. And if Jamaica no start utilize technology, the track and field I go reach a state like what happened with the cricket. So if that is the case, you go tell me say sports now is worse than what used to happen in the past. Because if every sport people are talking about who did better in the past than the players that are now, then it don't make no sense. Well, it makes sense because there's more money in the sport now. But you gotta tell me, say, the skill set in a them time there that were not refined, them better than them a man and them a woman in a them a period. Nah, man.
So, coach.
Nah,
So,
sir.
coach. So, coach. So, so you believe that
Me have to defend my era still,
technology?
So I know
Well,
me I defend.
do you believe that technology are gonna help you for run faster?
It can.
In what form and way?
Technology no means the TV alone, Devon. Any
Me
equipment that
understand what
you
you
use.
say.
Okay, the equipment that they use to enhance and help. Look on goalkeepers now. Them have some shooting machine where flick out ball at how much miles per hour. And the keepers are supposed to be able to on their on their toes, a fly upon them ball. That help with them speed and they diving and all of them something there, you know. So yeah, me not understand. Cranky.
Man, say me play netball, why? Go ahead, coach. Because it's a sport. Go ahead, coach. Go
A
ahead,
matter of
coach.
fact, me did have to learn netball when me I go school. So me can able to teach it. Right now, the netball, the male netball team, I look money.
No, coach. I play with the girls because that's where the girls were. BM, you remember that? That's where the girls were. You have to go where the girls are. But anyway, go ahead, coach. Go ahead, coach.
Neo same agree. Neo same
Cranky, you
believe.
should not answer that, you know.
Neo same believes that the me I explain as a cranky. If all of the footballers, netballers, tennis player, boxers, all of those persons in the past are better than who we have now, then what really are going another era here? Sports now develop then. It stops in it stopped in the past.
Coach, I actually think the opposite. I think people are better now.
It evolves.
In fact, coach,
I think so.
Coach, throughout history, coach, that means you're not learning. That means you're not improving over time. We have much more stats. We have much better. Coach, when I was playing football, I'm just started, you know, after when we get to coach, refreshment, orange, you know. So you couldn't drink water because you get cramps.
And that's a foolish thing. I'm more you throw glucose on orange. Foolish thing.
So coach, you don't replenish replenish the fluid in your body because they want to give you an orange, coach, and you throw it dry, and your body dying for water. So, different times, coach. Different times.
So me believe say you have to evolve with the era. Seeing, and if better coaches are here now, better technological advancement are here to help improve certain things. The players them in this era have to be better.
I would agree with that, actually. I would agree. Now the question is there the same love for the sport? Is there the same level of participation?
Or the talent in that time raw, and now these talent are manufactured. Probably that them means still enough. I don't know. And
maybe part of it is that, you know what, you refine your skills more the more you play, the more you're involved, right? So if I play the sport much more than you do, you would expect, given everything being equal, that I should be better just based on the amount of practice time I put in.
Exactly.
Right? When you have no alternatives, you're gonna play more of that sport continuously.
I just believe, but you know, we don't really. Well, we share different views, but we now call down nobody upon them views. We just have all a reason with it. Because I not agree with Coach Devon about the players in the past are better. I see people in the comments that say the same thing. Me can't see that, Bridget. That means say a man used to run a plane engine cranky a certain way. And these fighter jets, new fighter jets that have been developed that are going so far. You have to tell me say them plane they better than the one them now? Eh?
Coach, you know what is the difference here? I saw both areas, but you haven't. So I understand where you're coming from.
How far you care about the past era? How far you care about?
80s. And I can't beat you down on that.
But clips are there for me to see, Devon. I'm going to watch some of them.
I think most things are better now, actually. As it relates to sports. As it relates to sports. Not say life in general. As it relates to sports. Like I would think life in Jamaica, if you want to think about things like crime and those things, I think back then life was better when you think about some of those things. Even people who have less deal with having less better than people do now because people are influenced by what they see in media and TV and all that and want to get to the destination quicker. But I don't think from a sports perspective, one can draw the same conclusion about being better because I think people are afforded much more facilities, much more technology, much more information to help improve the player and the player apply him or herself, then I would expect them to be better because they have more at their disposal to be allowed them to be better.
Cranky, suppose I said that in the late 80s, early 90s, we have better fields in Jamaica. What would you say to that?
There were some. Look, I mean, you had so. Well, it depends on the Devon. It's about the Kirkvine field and the Alton fields and those fields because.
Okay,
But
okay. Now you're
those Devon were
speaking.
based on corporations supporting those areas, right? Those corporations had the money to invest
I,
in those fields.
yeah, the water commission field up by Mona there beside the ball hockey field.
More
That
people are
was
use it,
an
Coach Devon.
immaculate.
Yes, but more people are use it. Plus, a CM people destroy the atmosphere, destroy the ozone layer, so more sun, the sun are penetrate all of them things. So no matter how much water them give it, it can't keep it, and more people are play upon it. In a year time, Devon, so much people in a play football on that particular field, and more ball are play upon it now. So you must know, say, deterioration are gonna take place.
Yeah, but coach, you can't play on a field if you're not maintaining it. And that's what the problem is. We
And
need to
that's what
maintain them.
right. And even if you try to maintain it, it's still not gonna look as how it looked in the past because of the number, the traffic is too much. Somebody said the only better back then was the willpower and more passion. Now you have more power, man. Man get to go a weights room, man, and turn on the eat in a weights room and get stronger. Do
Coach,
more,
even nutrition, coach. Think about nutrition now,
yeah.
for example.
Oh
It's
yeah, so
night
man.
and day with nutrition. All right? It's night and day. People are taking much better care of their bodies between gym and what they eat and how they eat and when they eat and how they party or don't party. And people, if you're saying that we're better way back then you're saying as a people we're not learning. Or we're not learning and applying what we're learning. And I can't necessarily agree with that.
Mm.
Now, the interest may not be there as much because I could tell you the same thing in Brooklyn where I live, actually. I don't think you have the same level of interest because people have alternatives. They have alternatives and they are utilizing those alternatives because they don't do what they love to do. And they may spend more time playing video games and doing other things than going on the football field. But it doesn't mean the football is necessarily better.
I can't believe say it better. Can't believe.
Once I believe, kill and believe, cure.
Kishan, what go on?
Evening,
Welcome to the
coach,
show.
and Frankie and Coach Stefan.
You know, so you can't change up your name,
I do have
because
to run, coach, but Kishan, good night. Kishan, is it Kishan or 50-50? Which one? Oh,
Coach,
50-50,
is
okay.
Frankie and Manning's give me the name 50-50, so I just have to rock with it.
I'm going to say
oh,
Kishan is 50-50. 50-50. 50-50.
all right, go on.
Best
Well,
up, coach.
I was
Yeah, man.
listening
All
to
right,
you
big up
guys, right?
yourself, Frank.
And
Mm-hmm.
even though I wasn't born in your guys' era, I do respect it and I respect the one I'm in now. However, I kind of agree with Coach Stefan where I think if you look across sports, right, you can talk about cricket, especially the West Indies, as you could use that as an example. You talk about football and respective positions in football, right? I think sports now is more data driven. But if you look at if you look at certain positions across sports, would you say that players have evolved into becoming way better players compared to the peers of past eras, especially if you look at the striking department, you look across major European top five leagues, right? As well as other leagues. They're not producing many strikers like one time, clinical strikers. You look at midfielders, they're not producing
Because
world.
the defenders have become better.
And Kishan,
Goalkeeper,
you're absolutely
goalkeepers,
correct.
goalkeepers have become
Because
better.
yeah, but look at the equipments they have to use to improve themselves. Can you imagine those equipment back in those time?
So
What
you
would
gonna
you
say
get?
Luke? So you gonna say Luka Madrid no good in a this era? Jude Bellingham,
But
Bellingham,
Luka
sorry.
Magic and my football. Oh, listen to me.
Oh
Luka
no,
Magic
say man.
and my footballer.
I
Coach.
mentioned this before in a Coach Devon. If we say there was much more raw material, raw talent to work with back then, and these talents are manufactured, I will agree with you guys. But if there's no improvement, then it simply means something is wrong. Sport is stagnant. If the teams and players of the past are better than them, the players now, sports and life is stagnant.
Coach, why in the early 2000s across the Premier League, right? And across football in the top five European leagues, you had more competitiveness across the top five and top six compared to now. In the
Which,
last,
which no, Kishan, give me some data.
okay,
Because
so for example, we could use Man
yes,
City in the past six
no,
seasons.
hold
Let's
on, hold
say,
on. Let us go to England last.
yeah.
Tell me in Germany where you'd have had more competition in their league. Now, you see them whole team them we have from year and not. I come up and still dominate.
All right, let's not use Germany because it's always been a one
Let's
horse
use
race to a certain
Italy.
extent.
Italy.
So Italy, for example, right? You had
Mm-hmm.
Inter Milan who in early 2000s they were
Mm-hmm.
going further in the Champions League. They were winning Scudettos, right? You had Juventus was relegated at one point in time, right? Now Inter Milan at this moment in time, they have made a rejuvenation in which I think they're top of Serie A at this moment in time. They won the Scudetto recently, they've been winning cups recently, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
AC Milan in early 2000s with the likes of Ronaldinho and all those legendary players who they were more competitive compared to now. They won the Scudetto recently, but that's a one-off instance, and you saw where the team got you know certain players were sold like Tonali, etc. from financial reasons. You had Roma, who once was a historic team. Whilst I don't think they won the Scudetto before, I don't think that has ever happened in their history, but it was still a team that was filled with
Mm-hmm.
talented players back in early 2000s, right? And now you see where these teams are stagnant across Italy, where the
So
only
so well
dominant team in the
so
past
so
couple
well
seasons have been Juventus.
so hold on. Juventus never did that dominating at the past though. Over the years, Juventus now always remain on top of Italy.
Yeah, but I'm saying there were more competitive teams
Yeah.
across Italy
All
compared
right,
to now.
all right. Full stop, full stop. So, with that said, do you believe in the cycle of life? Whereas a team used to dominate and him have to go past the 12 hour, him have to go past the 1, 2, 3, 4 right round, him have to do the full cycle. You believe that in a sports?
There comes a point in time where you have to take a break. You're not always going to win. There will always
You're
be a
not
dip.
always going to be on top, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean that the talent has gone down to a level where the talent of past were better, or things have improved so much that the basically the playing field is a level, and you can't express yourself in the sport as they used to in the past? Do we look at those factors, those variables that would have contributed to the whole systematic change what we see in the sports? And me I talk about all sport. If we believe that the past is better, then life is going backwards. I am sure, Kishan and Coach Devon Porter, you have been coaching for a long time. Are you saying that when you were coaching 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you were way better than you are now? It probably you were better strength wise because you were younger. But are you saying that you're a better coach? You have not learned anything throughout the years? Come on, gentle people, think about it.
Coach, but the sports evolve. That's what we're saying.
No, you're saying the past is better. That's what you're saying. And me said evolve. Don't try to switch the argument. People are saying them now see Michael Essien. Oh, if you see Essien stop play ball. It's a different set of youth you see come up now. But because some things have been etched in our mind, we now see what we used to see because midfielders were free to play them ball, forwards were free to play them ball, and they were not as good. You think say people are not going to work on defenders? You think say different strategies not put in place? If you don't believe so none of that not happen,
But
yo.
coach, even
Coach, don't say that because me the coach.
Coach Devon, I have improved as a coach. When me just start out, me I do way better than when me just start out.
Obviously.
Much better. So you gonna tell me, say, a youth when me have that was talented in my hand, him better than the one now, and me give him limited amount of knowledge than what me have now. I don't know, kid me, man. Me not believe you know.
coach,
Cannot be.
with more investment in sports, right, and more data in recent times over the past decade, why is it that we're seeing in respective sports we're not seeing an abundance in talent compared to past times?
What do you mean by abundance of talent? If you look upon track and field, people are running faster now. And in our past, they used to say I pay a jughead. People still probably take things now, but it is not reflecting because people not been testing positive. And you have faster people now than then. You have to tell me say the athlete that did better than the athlete them now.
I think there's a point to take from everything, coach. But how I see sports at this moment in time, I think there's a stagnation. I'm not saying in every sporting field, right? But in certain sporting fields, I feel like there's
All
a
right.
stagnation in terms of
Zero into football.
being
You think
produced.
football is stagnated?
I think to an extent it is stagnated in terms of the players they're producing at this moment in time, especially in respective positions such as strikers. You cannot tell me, coach,
So
that in
you
the
look on
striking
one
department.
variable.
No, I'm just naming that department.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi score bag of goal in every league where them going.
Yeah, but coach, that's Ronaldo and Messi.
But you talk about
if you
strikers,
look
so
at,
who me have to use? Them in
okay,
that era where we talk about.
so in this moment in
Those
time, right?
are different.
You
No,
look
no, not
across
tell me say
January.
them different, man.
Coach, you look across January. Why has Arsenal struggled to find a striker, even though having the abundance in data, they're so it's so hard to find one.
Ishan, me agree with you that strikers are probably not in abundance. But isn't it the fact that people are not so much looking at number nines anymore, but they have changed the way how football is played?
Coach,
Wide players.
anybody that's changed the game of football to how it's played with wide players and involving them and scoring goals is Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola at this moment in time.
So and them in the new era, no.
Many teams are begging for number nines.
Jack by an old era or new era?
We're talking now.
Thierry Henry in an old era or new era? Because me see them, so they can't be in an old.
Coach, last 5 to 10 years, right?
Put a boundary upon that then.
Last 5 to 10 years.
But you can't use 5 to 10 years, Kishan. Because me see way back more than 5 to 10 years. And
so would you agree? Would you agree? You have been watching football longer than me, right? Would you agree that there have been more abundance in strikers and quality strikers back in your past era compared to now?
And I would agree, but Kishan, I am saying no. The playing field is level because of the defenders who would have gone out and the coaches would have improved them. And listen, I now say everything we know is better than in the past now. Because remember, I qualify my statement, Duckland, if you did a listen, me say the players of the past probably would have had more raw talent, but because they didn't have the coaches with the acumen to bring them to a higher level than they were then, coaching improved. So you're not gonna find nobody a roll over nobody in a football nowadays. The playing field has now become equal because of our coaching. In time past, probably a few coaches did have the knowledge how to do this and how to do that. But people study the game and improve it. So you can't go run over no team right now. No striker now go run in and run over no team right now because defenders have improved. We talk about the youth from Liverpool. We talk about the Saliba from Arsenal. You see me I say? So these things are happening, brethren. And football has changed. They have changed football so much that players aren't allowed to express themselves on the football field again. So the flair where they used in the past, it is not being seen now. So a lot has changed. So we can't say because things have changed, the past players are better than these players. How I put it is that me use this analogy. People say, and a lot of people say, men cheat more than women. And some people say women cheat more than men. You see, because nobody not have all of the evidence and empirical data, me I go use with them name you 50-50. Because me believe it go both ways. So for me, this thing is a draw because you have better things that used to happen in the past than now, but you still have better things that happen now than in the past. So me, I put a draw on it because of the multiple variables that me can use and say, all right, that is better than this, or that is better than this, or this is better than that, whatever, whatever. Me can't just chew it off and say, yo, the old era, and only not the coach never not even give me a boundary in terms of what era I'm talk about. Which year I'm talk about in a era.
So,
Because
coach,
me Van Nistelrooy, me see Thierry Henry, me
if
see them ball
when you
and
have
them
a
a
business,
banging goal.
when you have a business, right? To a certain
Mm-hmm.
extent, would you say that the customers, by how much percentage would you say that the customer is always right?
Huh?
By what? How much percentage, right? Out of 100% or out of 10? How much would you give that the customer is always right?
And I will deal with it based on the situation. Me can't just throw that out there, so.
All right, you say you would deal with it based on the situation. In
Yes.
sports, right? Across
Mm-hmm.
basketball, cricket, football, as well as maybe other sporting disciplines, wouldn't you say that the consumers of the sports, of these respective sports, which are fans, don't you think a lot of them have been complaining about the quality that has been lacking in these sporting disciplines compared to the past era that they have seen as well?
And what has caused that, Kishan, if they are complaining? I don't have no statistical evidence to prove how many people are complaining. Because when you check football stadium full when match are going, especially in
Coach,
Europe.
you know that at this moment in time,
Mm-hmm.
football is struggling to. Let's use Arsenal for example. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
they've spoken about shortening the span of games across 90 minutes, at least what
Mm-hmm.
60 or some minutes like that. So people have such a short attention span that they want
Mm-hmm.
more fans in the game. So that shows me that even though
But what you mean
football,
they want more fans in the game? When me look on, I watch football, me see stadium them full.
no, it is still football is a still evolving sport, but you want more. So how can you change the game to get more people in the game? Just like
You,
when you had Test cricket and then bring in T20 cricket, because you
you,
want a
you
shorter version of the game so you get more fans to watch
more
because people have such
more
a
and
short attention span.
not only not only more fun, but excitement.
And
I
revenue and
believe
money.
right. I believe these persons who are involved in the football, they are the ones that are damaging the product. Too much nuances when it come on to referee decision. Too much this, too much that. They have taken the flair out of football. The system of players then change drastically. So you don't have, as we are talk about and we are emphasize, quality number 9. We are banging from a R9, from a Van Nistelrooy, from a Thierry Henry. You don't see these type of players anymore. Even the way our Brazil team play when me used to. Flair football. Europeans have changed that. So them same policy makers they mash up the thing and I try to bring it back. Me bet you. Remember, if we're football in name, Bridging, they're beautiful game. Why you change it up? If you have a stock up system, a rigid
Coach,
system.
sorry,
That's why
and Sean, I gotta jump
defenders,
off a bit.
yeah man. That's why defenders having a field day because of how they set up a thing. And them mash up the football. Look at Messi in which era? New era or old era? Messi play now. And Messi score goal per goal. That may I say. But there are things that you can draw from the old era that can help the new era. And there are things. Remember, say the rules. Them a mash up the thing. You know how much time them a change rules. Outside rule change much time. So a whole heap of fun I take out of the football. That's why it is not the beautiful game no more. That's why they want to implement these things to grab back the audience, retention. A whole heap of things, Mr. Kishan. Oh, well, 50-50.
But can we both agree that there's been a decline across sporting disciplines in terms of quality? Can we both agree on that at least?
No.
To a certain extent. It doesn't have to be 100%. But even if it's 10 or 20%.
I wouldn't know the percentage, but to a certain extent.
Okay.
But if we use track and field, you get people a shot put far, you get people a discuss far. So that would have be out. If you use football, the football has become more competitive. When you have a team like Morocco and Croatia we can come and disrupt the big names in football. So to an extent, seeing tennis, when you have a young girl still a come through in a tennis, you can't say really tennis. Seeing when you have cricket, you still find exciting. Cricket has always been, and you have to look on the infrastructure in cricket. Seeing even in the Caribbean. Me always hear people use the cricket in the Caribbean. But people don't love cricket like that anymore. When me a youth I grew up, me used to play cricket on road. Me used to make ball, put pan old zinc pan and roll up, make car contour ball. Seeing? The youth them nah do that anymore. So a whole heap of variables that would have caused sports to decline to an extent. I can agree with you on that. But if we go through sport by sport, we might still basketball a play good same way. Much no change about basketball. It even get hotter. I pay behind the arc shot go on.
What I will say, coach, in I think a couple points I agree with you. The rule changes across sports and the disciplines, I think, is kind of destroying sports.
Yeah.
And even though sports even though sports across the field, it has been improving, right, in terms of goals being scored. You know, the three pointers nowadays, how much players are taking 3 pointers. I think what people probably miss is the flair factor of across these sports. Because it's one thing doing it systematic from a systematic approach where you're getting the results and so, but it becomes boring at a point in time, where you want that flair factor of these sports again. And I think that is what is missing. And this is why fans across these sports are complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I hear people, as good as Manchester City are, coach, I've heard people talk about it can be boring watching them at times. First, when I used to watch City, it was exciting because it was something new to the Premier
New,
League and
yeah.
what Pep was
Mm-hmm.
doing. But it's so repetitive now with the constant passing and wearing down of teams and not having much of a flair factor from wide players like the Doku and the Jack Grealish, where a man not even one dribble past a man like that again like one time. Grealish not really dribble past people. Maybe you have Doku who run at a man every now and then. Well, not every now and then, but consistently. You still have some of
Because
those players.
probably the coaches them are tell them that them want possession win ball game. And you said it earlier too. The whole statistical evidence of them are involved in a football to see which player have this and which player have that. That mash up is something too. In the past, man does a play ball. Ball does a play. You get what I say? So these policy makers mess up the thing, man. All right, see Claudina say it there. Them change rule in a cricket to tame the West Indies dominance in fast bowling and made the game grinding and a lot boring. So yeah, they do a lot of stuff to have probably could have a stem from equality, inclusion from other teams and all of that. But it not make the sport. Me like the equality, say no team can't really run over no team again. So that me like. I couldn't bear to see just one team dominate. And that used to happen in the past. Say that team that gonna win World Cup. No, you still a pick your side, but look out for anything. Look out for a spoiler. Look out for a newcomer. So, and me would have say, again, 50-50 me I put it. Because I have not seen where it is everything from this era is good, everything from that era is good.
Let me ask you this, coach.
Mm.
You know, you watch track and field and football and other respective sports. At this moment in time, would you say that you're enjoying majority of these sports you're covering and watching? Are you enjoying it to the extent that you used to enjoy back in the days?
Which sport? Yeah, be specific. And ask me some sport, I'm answer you.
Let's say, let's start with football, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Are you enjoying it more now compared to back in the days?
In terms of how the ball game used to play, free flowing ball game, a man just utilize him natural ability, him talent, improvisation, him skill. We miss that out of the game. So that part we miss out of the game. But we still enjoy a game of football.
What about basketball?
Basketball, me like the new thing, shooting from behind the arc. But one thing when me hate about that, a man will dribble go to the inner the paint. Seeing? And because of how the game has changed, them threw back the ball out to give the man behind the arc. So the game has really evolved. Me like that about it, where the 3-point shooting and man does a hit 3-point on fire. But we still need to see the point where people are going at the paint and a lay up on them. So that is still part of the game. It happened, but people don't really go for that as they used to in the past. But me still enjoy a game of basketball. You have one more sport to ask me. So you notice me qualify each of them when you ask.
Yeah, cricket.
Yes, but we're missing and what me miss.
How about cricket?
Cricket,
You watch any much of IPL or CPL when it's around?
Said to be honest, a long time I watch cricket though. Cricket kinda always depend on time,
Seasonal thing.
Boy, me not really me not lose my sleep for cricket again.
And why is that? Maybe not much abundance in talent again,
No
right?
man, it all right. Well, for West Indies per se, me not lose me sleep for them because they have been doing miserably bad over a period of years. So me did kinda shut down from that. So that I might take on that. But sports still nice, man. Sports still nice. Sports still nice. Sports can't stop nice. Because you still have the adrenaline rush. You still have the competitive nature. And you still have a lot of records were broken in time from the past in this era. So obviously things are going in that era. How the game is played now, I'm still having a challenge in digesting everything. But pretty much 50-50 me still a wait up.
I take your points and I respect them.
And that no means that me have anything about anybody in my past. Because me believe say Ronaldinho is still one of the skillest baller me ever see touch a football. Me no see nobody else do what him do in a freestyle, in do it in a game. In do things when do on freestyle in a the game. Like some man a freestyle specialist, they will kill you with style, but then can't play football. Mr. Ronaldinho do it pan freestyle and in do whatever him do pan freestyle in a game. Man a pass ball with him back in a game. Man a pile 3 man. I them think them missed out a football game. So, and if you look, people are gonna take different aspects of what them like. Now, different aspect of what them not like. And I saw me answer the question. So basically that is it for me, you know. Any final thoughts, Kishan? I'm gonna lock off the show you now.
You know, some good football supposed to play this weekend. Looking forward to Copa America. Try going to the game them, you know. So I have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
football this year, so and well not only football, Olympics and every other
Mm-hmm.
sport, so, you know. I've
Yeah
many
man.
sports to enjoy this year.
Yeah man, World Passport for play from March go right back. World Relays, World Indoor, Olympics. And when we watch Olympics, we not only watch track and field, we watch everything, you know. To what we love the sport them. You
Definitely.
understand? Yeah, man. So big up yourself, Kishan. Big up to
Yes,
the
coach.
people who stick and stay. You don't know it go. Another night on the weekend triple treat. Hope to see you tomorrow again. Bless upon yourself. Stay safe, people. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.